walking. Hello everybody, welcome back to my In the Shadows playthrough of 7 days. Today is day 8, the day after the Horde, and where we left off I had picked up the various loot bags and picked up these following items. So go ahead and read these things. Books. Adventure. Put that on there. Alright, so today's day 8. Got another 7 days before the Horde comes. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just repairing the base and some items in case we need to run back here. But ultimately, I believe what I'm going to do is go over to see Jen, the next trader, which is a long way away, and I believe I am just going to go ahead and make a base over there because it's going to take probably all day just to drive over there to where she is at. So let's get a little bit of upgrading to the base just in case we're back over here. There. I am out of it at the moment. So let's see what other damage we got. The ladders took some damage, nothing terrible. Again, one of the nice things with having the ladders here is that they act as additional padding. So those blocks up there actually have 3 supports, the center support and the ladder. These 3 down here actually have 5. So we got the center pole, the 2 ladders, and these 2 buffer plates. So all of this should stay in place even if only one of the blocks remained. Now the problem I was having, and I did run some testing the other night, is I'm still not quite sure why so many zombies were going into destroy everything mode. I am 11 blocks up. When they fall, they have a reduced chance of going into destroy everything mode. The testing that I did not seem to have as many zombies going into destroy everything mode, so maybe I just got lucky. But what I think I may do if I decide to come back here to the base, I'm going to dig this section down here 2 more blocks to give 13. So if they land on the head of another zombie, they'll still be 11 blocks down. And they may have been clipping this pipe block that sits here on their way down, and that may be what was causing the problem. So I'll try to take out a couple of these blocks right here. I don't think these cement blocks were causing a problem because they all pretty much fell right in these 2 blocks, but maybe they had a little momentum and they hit this block, which would not be 11 blocks down. So, and I'll do a little bit repairing here. I got blocks, but I can't upgrade them. Copy shape. And one of the things that I noticed during my testing was some of the zombies were spawning off in this direction, and they were getting caught up here instead of running around the tank. So that was a little bit odd. But let's go ahead and repair and repair. Then if we come back, we'll upgrade those. It shouldn't be much. But let's put away a few things. Go check the trader. Have we got any water? Yep. Water. 3. Take out all the Horde Night specific items. Put them away. And I'll do a little bit of organization here. Alright, I don't intend to take any quests from this particular trader.
Don't test my patience.
I also need to look at making some armor. Got forges, but those are expensive. They're really cheap to make though. Getting armor books is always good. Vehicle books is always good. Cobblestone's always pretty cheap. Don't think there's really enough to justify
If you don't like my food,
using the sugar
you can
butt. The
always
sugar
go
butt
dumpster diving.
gives you 10% bartering. Sell and or buy 3,000 dukes worth of stuff to justify the cost of that sugar butts. I don't think I've got 3,000 dukes worth of stuff to sell, but we'll see. So you always, if you have multiple ones, they'll only buy up to 3 at one particular time, or groups of 3. So make sure you sell your higher quality stuff first. Nope. 5,000. So that was about 2,000. So it really wasn't worth using that sugar butts to sell those items. So let's look to see if there's anything we really want to buy. Didn't have the books that I really wanted, but we'll buy both of these. We'll buy the armored up. Pocket mods are getting harder to find, so probably should buy that, but I'll buy some cobblestone. I think that's all I am probably going to get.
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
Nothing super. But light armor 2. All of the armors at a quality 2. We'll see about heading over to Jen. So this just may be a biking simulator. They redid all of the armors in this release, so it's a little bit different, still trying to get used to everything. Each piece, boots, gloves, hood, and outfit, all have different attributes. And then if you have the whole set, you get some additional bonus to that. But there's only a few in which the whole set is really good. Ultimately, I'll get the assassin complete outfit, especially for the later POIs when things get a lot harder. In the beginning, it may be a lot of hodgepodge parts, like the preacher gloves are some of the better ones in the game because they do damage across the board, or some of the other ones give you damage but with a specific type of item or against a specific zombie, where this one does both. So the preacher gloves are among the better ones, like the nerd goggles, even though it's a goggles and a hat. That's one of the better ones. It's heavy armor, but it gives you increased experience. So that's a nice thing to have. So I'm going to have to think about what it is I want to use, but before I can really make anything, all of the armor takes crafting kits, which is an armor part, sewing kit, and duct tape. So let's make as many as I can. Definitely want the preacher gloves, and of course, that's going to take a workbench. So it looks like I can't make that until I find the Forge Ahead books. So what I think I'm going to do is just load up the bike, head over to Jen's. A lot of this stuff can be made pretty easily. So I am going to just grab a few things that will be immediately helpful to me when I get over there. Let me go wreck these fools. It was just her making all that racket. Nope. Must be her twin. Load up some items. It'll be helpful. The forge you can't pick up if you have smelted items inside of it. Making a forge is pretty simple, just like making the dew collector is pretty simple. Actually, I am going to make duct tape while I'm driving. Alright, let's go see Jen, see how long it takes us to get there. I'm probably going to stop and check a few things on the way over to Jen. But let the biking simulator begin. I will check back in when something interesting happens. search some cars on the way. But ultimately, the burnt biome is just a half a skull harder. So the loot level is not significant. Nope. Got places to be, crawler. Since we got somewhere to go, we will just ignore him. 5 points. Gunslinger. Need to start going into pistols. It's maxed out. Run and gun. That's a reload. I'm going to do medium armor. Again, this should give me more books. Got 2 points. I am actually going to increase this. The actual attribute itself, a higher chance of decapping as my attribute increases. I think that one of the things they changed in release 1 is some of the ore nodes spawn inside the cities, where before they were only outside of the cities. All right, we are now entering the burnt biome. That was a challenge just to go to a different biome. So we got that complete. Now we are in the burnt biome, as you can see. And the burnt biome, as you see at the top, is just a half skull, which just means it's a multiplier to your loot stage and your game stage. Loot's a little better. Zombies are a little tougher. It's not really that much of an upgrade. So I don't think I'm going to stay here too long, but we'll see. Probably going to have to spend the night here somewhere. If you do all the quests for Jen, she'll automatically send you to the next biome, which will be the desert biome. But you can go to the desert or any of the biomes at any point in time. And I believe the traders will give you whatever you're at with your quest, your trader quest. Or the hardest biome, the wasteland, I would only be getting tier 2 quests. We'll put a storage box because she'll have some stuff inside of her compound to loot. It's always beneficial to run around each of the traders' compound, see what they've got to loot. We're up. Get this fool out. There you go. Trader Jen's the fan favorite. There you go. Yay, workbench. A long time coming. Wood. Cement mixer. Another forge ahead. Let's just go ahead and read these. Trader Jen is the doctor. She tends to sell medical items. So we'll check everything after I pick some stuff up. Helicopter pad. They haven't gotten the helicopter working. Supposedly it's going to be a fast travel. Who is this guy? Come here, buddy. Yeah. That was my fault. Remember, you can't destroy anything within sight of her compound. Go raid Trader's house, see what kind of stuff she has. Cooking pot, didn't need to bring mine. Food. Rotten flesh, find that a lot, which makes sense. But why would somebody who has a good kitchen and a working kitchen have rotten flesh. She needs to eat more. Get some clothes. Thing of her shoes. Bench. Check her panty drawer. Bathroom. Books. Gotta love books. We'll check all that in a minute. Medicine cabinet. Paper. Tasty water. He's a good boy. I guess she likes dogs. And cats. Out of her place. Another armored up. Cooking. Knife guy. Oh, my bone knife 6, but again, my hunting knife, quality 1, is still better. But let's see. Oh, there's a few things to raid inside of her area here, so let's finish up raiding.
Oh my god, I haven't seen you for a while. I thought maybe something bad had happened. Whew, what can I get you today?
Considering you've never seen me before, I think you're lying to me. Well, let me finish raiding. And all the traders have a drink and candy vendor machines. She's got books back here. These rooms here, I don't believe have anything in them. But these outer ones have books. Now up here, little parkour, but you get up here with some practice. Got some bird's nests. Come on, eggs. There you go. There's some over there, but there's actually a bag up here. Damn it. That I've not actually seen anybody talk about. Bunch of stuff on me. I am encumbered. Right, well. Yeah, I don't think you can jump up to there. Over there you jump on top of that blood bag. You can jump up there to get up there if you don't have the highest rank of parkour. So, explosions, tech, bow, and pistols. Let's see. Turn in the quest.
Well, hello. Congratulations. I can make my payment to the Duke now.
Let's take this. Magazines. What job does she have? Oh my goodness. Kilometers away. Man, this must be a dinky town. But let's choose this fetch. See if we can get one fetch out of here.
I've got jobs for someone like you.
Let's see what we can sell
Hey
her.
there, cutie pie. Need a little healing touch?
Of course. Sell all that. Just gonna want that. Make nails. Yep. Can't sell enough of that. Sell as much of that as we can. Nope, can't sell enough of that. Can't do anything with oil shell for a while, so everything with oil. We'll need that. Already got one of. Well, I'll keep that and scrap it. Does it look like she's got anything great? Let's check the books. Books are about the most important. Armored up. I can go outside and get my money. But she'll have. She doesn't restock it to day 10. Right now it's only 8, so she'll have.
Well, you just brightened my day.
Those books for a couple more days.
I'm glad I could help you.
A lot of these burning men here in the burnt forest. Unsurprisingly. Open. Bows. Quality 4. That's nice. Oop. Leveled up. Mainly melee, so let's eat that. Maybe clear out a house. And bacon on the menu. This Messiah gun range right over here. Pretty good. Again, the POIs try to kind of have the type of items you should find in the specific POIs. Like a gun range should have more gun-related stuff. Hardware store should have more tools-related items. Poppin' pills, that should have more medicine-related stuff. Homes, should typically have stuff, but kitchen is where you would find a cooking pot. Garage where you would find tools and vehicle items. That's a little bit farther away from Jen than I'd particularly prefer for a base. But let's get around. See if we can do a quick gank on the items. Let's go ahead and start this. I'm only looking for the supply. So I am going to cheese it. Down below. That down below. I think somebody's coming up behind me. He's caught me. Alright, let's see if we can get downstairs. Keep the light on. You guys can see. Probably gonna have to cut her out. Just behind the pool table. Get the satchel before I really try to do any looting. Now the light being on should not wake up any zombies. That's always been a big contention. But they do now have walking. That dog. Fortunately, I think that dog's down below. Ooh, 2 dogs. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't try to go across there. God dang it. On my freaking... My goodness. That was some real crappy shooting. And if you put your gun away before you complete the reload animation, you won't actually be reloaded. Is a tourist. They're winter tourist. And this should be it. There's that little walkway around that side you have to go around. Collapses. Drop you in the water where those dogs were. And that's... put 2 dogs in there, yeah, I probably would have died. And my sleeping bag is all the way back over there at my horde base, so... It would have been a hell of a walk back, but I think again with release 1, you can spawn near your backpack. So what did we get here? Magnum Enforcer, craft AP ammo. Vehicle book, they're always good to get. We'll scrap that. Drop that. Always need medical book. Robotics, not really all that relevant. So that quest is done. I can't get back to Jen in time to turn it in. So what I think I'm going to do, at least until the evening, is maybe just ride around town checking mailboxes. Obviously a good thing for bows and crossbows. Remember to reload. Oh, what I was saying earlier, the flashlight won't wake up zombies. But a lot of the new POIs have walking zombies in them, and they're already awake. That isn't really an issue. Now, usually what wakes up zombies when you walk into a room or near a room is there's a trigger line. And so no matter what, if you go into a room, the zombies wake up regardless. So that's what a lot of people confuse the difference there. But if a zombie is awake, then having your light on will draw attention to yourself. There you go, got her. Now that pole has, the power pole up there has 4 transformers. That's actually very good. Did I check the mailbox once I reset it? I did not. I already read that one because the little book was open. So what I think I'm going to do, instead of hiding, I have a bike. I am going to ride around, check some mailboxes. Pistol Pete, which is a good one. More damage with 9mm. Bob's Boar. Bob's Boar is nice because there's a lot of boars in there, a lot of dead bodies. Super corn, it's one of the few places you can get super corn, and of course Grace is in there, which is the zombie boar. Loot what I can until daylight. And just kind of driving around looking for mailboxes, newsstands. Crouching while you're doing things reduces your activity level, which reduces your heat. But when you are trying to lockpick items, it takes longer because you're trying to be quiet. More armor. A lot of the POIs have these dog kennels or dog houses in them to indicate there might be a dog there. It's not a guarantee. Tools, bow. So always be a little cautious when you see a dog, but there are times when there are dogs without any kind of crates or kennels. And there are times there's crates and kennels and there are no dogs. Need the knife, guys. Ambulances. Kind of sitting out in the middle of the road. They have usually a medical pile next to them, but there's typically a medical type zombie near them. All right, we have now just moved into day 9, so I will end this episode right here. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.